Welcome back to Money Channel. I'm your host, Erin, and today I'm going to talk about one portfolio that holds wine stocks. Yes, you did hear me correctly, wine stocks. So I invested in wine stocks around COVID time. COVID time was the perfect time to pretty much experiment with alternative assets. So one company that I invested in is called Vint.co, C-O. And pretty much what you can do is buy wine stocks or wine collections. So let's dive deeper. So this is my portfolio. The value is $568.56. So let's scroll down and take a dive in. So we have these collections, okay? We have the Napa Valley 2018 collection. The cost basis of that is $150. Next, we have Vogue. I'm most likely going to butcher this name. Mousse Signy vertical collection. The cost basis is $100. Next, we have the Piemonte collection. The cost basis is $50. After that, we have the White Burgundy collection. The cost basis is $30. Next, we have the Domaine della Romani Conti collection. The cost basis is $50. After that, we have the Middleton Silent Distillery collection. The cost basis is $50. After that, we have the Karuizawa 36 views of Mount Fuji. The cost basis is $102. And after that, we have the Bordeaux in Premier 2021 collection, and the cost basis is $50. Okay, so now we're going to take a deeper dive. Okay, so for example, let's pick this one. I was really intrigued in the the Domaine di la Romani Conti collection. So let's just open that up. So as we see, my initial investment was $50, total of 2 shares. And once we go further in, you'll see that there's no net profit or anything like that, guys, because you do have to wait several years for things to accrue in value. Okay, so please keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, so you must do your own due diligence. Okay, so if you can see here, I bought this collection November 8th, 2021. Okay, so when you buy wine stocks or wine in general, you have to pretty much know that these are not illiquid. Okay, so let's say we are in the middle of a recession, a global financial crisis, you lose your job. These cannot exist in your head. Okay, you must get that out of your head right now. These cannot exist. This portfolio does not exist. Okay, it is invisible to you. So let's see, for example, I was actually intrigued with the wine distillery, with the whiskey distillery, because the whiskey collection actually came out 1 to 2 years after this. So prior to the wine bottles and wine collections, they did not have any way of investing in pretty much whiskey and hard liquor like cognac and everything else. Okay, so when that was available and you were able to do that, I said sure, why not. So I was intrigued with this one, the Middleton Silent Distillery collection, and I bought that August 18, 2022. Once again, nothing has really appreciated in value because these are babies, guys. It's still early in the game. I mean, we're only in 2025 right now, okay? The next one was something I was very intrigued in, or sorry, intrigued about. And this is pretty much whiskey from Japan. Okay, guys. So I was like, oh, okay, whiskey from Japan. Okay, that's intriguing. And I bought that January 12th, 2022. Okay, as you can see here. So, COVID time was actually excellent for me because I was able to work from home and nobody was going anywhere, guys. We were in lockdown and everything. So, I pretty much was like, okay, I'm just going to invest in alternative assets and just try it and experiment. So, then we have the Bordeaux in Premier 2021 collection. Okay. So let's say we're intrigued and we want to know more about this. So as you can see here, I bought this September 2nd, 2022. So now we're going to click on this. And this is pretty much the Bordeaux Futures offer that they have. And you can see the collection value is worth 230,000. And then you pretty much can't sell these guys until at least 2027. Okay. And keep in mind, you are not the one selling the bottles, it's the company. So the company is not going to sell the bottles until around this time. So as you can see, the investment is closed because that occurred a few years ago. So now when we go into the collection table, you can actually see what is inside the collection. So why I was intrigued with this particular collection is because they had the Lafitte Rothschild, they had the, I'm trying to find it, Mouton Rothschild. Then they had the Margot. I was really interested in that. I was intrigued in the Haute-Brion Rogue and the La Mission Haute-Brion Rogue or Rouge. So I was actually interested in those guys. So that's why I bought this particular collection. So if we go back to the portfolio, let's say we want to know more about what's inside the white burgundy collection. Okay, so we're going to go here and it will tell you view collection page. So as you can see, I bought that May 11, 2022. So why I was interested in this particular collection is because of this wine. So they had, like right here, it says okay, Domaine de la Romani Conti Montreuil Grand Cru, and also this one as well. So I was actually interested in anything with Dimon Le de la Romani Conti, anything dealing with that, I was actually very interested in. So that's why I bought that collection. Guys, when you buy wine, you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to buy this because it's cute. Oh, I'm going to buy this because I like the name. No, you actually have to look at, for example, what people are willing to buy the wine at, what people are willing to sell the wine at. Also, you have to look at the grapes, okay? So you have to look at, for example, some companies will say, oh, we're going to sell the wine anyways, even though they had a bad year or bad season. So, for example, I researched one wine several years ago where the wine and the vineyard is famous, but they had a bad season. I think it was like 2018. They had a bad season. So they tried to salvage what they can, and they sold that wine, and then the rest they had to get rid of the grapes. So whether it was drought or whether they had too much, like a lot of rain, it's just you don't want to be in a situation or position where you're buying wine and they had a bad season and now you're left holding that. So a lot of people, they may not want to do the research because the research is time consuming. Okay, so you have to know which vineyard, which region, the names of like the well-known names of the vineyards, of the families, the regions. Then you have to know which season was the best season, which season was the worst season, and why. What happened to the grapes? Okay, and then you have to research again what people are willing to buy the wine at, and what investors are willing to sell the wine for. Okay, so again, it is time consuming. You can't just go on, like I've been saying, the wine looks cute, the bottle's cute, I like the name. No, and the thing is that this company has thousands of wine, like collections, thousands. So you don't want to be in a position where you buy a collection that's literally maybe four bottles are worth $20 and then one bottle's worth like 70. Okay, so some of these collections, honestly, maybe the bottle's only worth 50, and then one is worth like $2,000. You're like, what? Like, I have some of those where one bottle's worth like maybe $8,000 and the other four bottles are worth like 100, and you're like, oh, this is crap collection. But just because that one bottle, I will buy the collection. Okay, so that, like, for me, the Dimon de la Romani Conti was pretty much like that. I was like, yeah, I'm buying that because that name. The white burgundy only had one, literally one that I was intrigued about, and I was like, for example, this is another one, the Napa Valley 2018 collection, which I bought November 17, 2021. If I go into the collection page and then I go into the collection table, I am not joking. Most of these things are probably like meh, okay? And then when I went into like the Screaming Eagle, I was like, oh, okay. I literally researched the Screaming Eagle, and then actually it was a scarecrow. That's what it was. It was the scarecrow, and I think it was Penfolds, but it was definitely Scarecrow, and that was it. Like the rest are like meh. So, imagine that you have a collection of five wine bottles, and maybe two of them are excellent out of the five. If you have a collection of four wine bottles, maybe one is going to be excellent out of the four. So not all five are going to be excellent. So that's why you literally must research and do your own due diligence. This is not for everybody. There's literally a wine futures that not a lot of people know about unless you're a wine connoisseur. So that's what I got for you today, guys. If you like this channel, please subscribe.